Today we're making our last splits in the Langstroth Nuc yard, but we've got to make them wasp proof. Hello, I'm Griffiths, welcome to Griffith. Here we do everything beekeeping, farming, countryside living, now we do reviews as well. Busy board? Now as you can hear, I've got the little one with me. Do you know? She's really grumpy and she needs a bit of a snooze, so I've taken her with me on the bees. 5 minutes, hopefully she'll be out cold. Now, where we're at, I've got nationals up that side. Hopefully I can move them to another site and just have this as a Langstroth. So I've got Langstroth in there. Some of the ones in here are good enough to split, but I'm not planning on splitting anything in there. They're basically the winter down for winter, always starting winter prep. The honey that was on there, not a lot, I think about 7 supers, because we just kept splitting these bees, but they still managed 7 supers with us taking bees out of them all the time. So we're not going to turn that down. That's free honey off the nucs basically. Now these are the ones we're going to go through. So hopefully they've gone up into the doubles. Andy doubled these up a few weeks ago now, and we've been giving them a little bit of feed, so hopefully they're ready to split. But from what I saw going through the bees yesterday, these bees are gearing down for winter fast. I originally said the season we had till end of August of the season. We haven't got anywhere near that time left. I think 2 to 3 weeks this season is finished. So the splits we're doing to these nucs now, that is going to be it. And we've got more queens coming next month in August, and that's it. We're not going to be splitting anything in September this year. Wasp pressure is pretty bad, so that's why I'm going to show you now how I'm going to make these nucs. We've got the quattries with us today, and we're going to make them strong so they're wasp proof. I got caught last year. I made a lot of nucs in September last year, and the wasps ravished a pile of them, so I'm not going to make that same mistake this year. These nucs are going to be wasp proof, and I'll show you how we do it. Now basically the problem I got with doing Langstroth nucs is as well, we've only got one Langstroth site, so I'm going to be splitting up this row and putting the nucs in the yard there, so they're going to remain on the same site, so they're going to have to be a lot stronger for that as well. Right, queens, let's talk about queens. Now we've got queens today from a different supplier, from BHP Queens. Now a lot of the older bee farmers will know them as Jed Marshall queens, and let's have a look. They're looking pretty good. Now, I've not had queens from them before. I've been talking with them for a few years about getting queens, and this year I managed to get some. We use a lot of people's queens. We try and support a little bit of everybody, but BHP queens, I have heard a great deal about them over the years, so I did want to use their queens because they have come to me as highly recommended. So we'll see, I suppose, next year if these nucs are any good, but basically whoever buys Langstroth nucs with us last year, the 20 in here will be for sale, so you may be getting a BHP queen in your Langstroth nuc, as well as who else are in these Langstroths. We've got Northumberlands in here, Border Honeys in here, and I think a couple of Black Mountain Honey are in here as well on this nuc yard. So that's where we are with the Langstroth. 20 to do it is. What's the time? 29th today, and it is almost 2 o'clock. I got 20 to do. I'm by myself today. Andy's got a day off, and try our best to get this done before tea. Now I was going through this hive, something wasn't quite right here. Plenty of bees, no brood on the top, just eggs, and the closer I was looking I could see multiple eggs in a cell, and the hive is looking really good. But the queen is on the way out, so I've just killed the queen, and I'm going to introduce this queen into this hive now. There's no seal brood in here at all to take splits out of here. So just as well as going through this today, she's in there. Close it up, and hopefully the one next door is good enough for split. But there we go. Better to find the failing queens now rather than later on in the spring and you lose a whole unit. At least I'm able to fix this right now. So I just done one split. I couldn't film it. I didn't have a hive next door to place the GoPro, so we just do the usual when we're introducing queens. Cut the plastic tab off. Check that the queen is alive, which she is. A bit of masking tape. Over the top. A little cut. Put that in my pocket for now. So I'm not sure what these are yellow dots, purple dots, probably different lines. Right. Let's have a look. Yeah, show you what I've done. Right, so this is my hive. I've taken the splitter off. I've checkerboarded that frame in, so that's the frame of drawn foundation, or in this case drawn waxed plastic frame. We're going to feed these heavy. That queen's going to lay up, back up. This is my nuke, so I've made it at 4 frames. There's a little bit of bees on the 5th one, just to allow for the bleed, because these are going to stay. So basically that there now is strong enough. A wasp isn't going to do anything to them, and they've got an extra frame to work and draw on. So the queen will have plenty of space to lay in there. And can I get a frame out easy to show you? It's a lot harder when you haven't got anywhere, because this is on its own here on this pallet. And these are big Langstroth frames. That's my frame of feed. And my brood. Okay. Feed her back on top. These wasps. Second they smell syrup or honey, they're diving on it. Right, so we're going to take this nuke now into there. so I'll put it here. Make sure that's open. This hive is pretty busy. Find a little gap. There's a little gap in there. That'll do. And now we're happy invert. We fill this out of an IBC tank. Don't want to give it too much. There's a lot of resource on the flames that I used. I'll do. And they got the wood wool to walk over. Metal lid. There's the 29th of the 7th. That is a BHP. Okay, that's it. Now to give a bit of syrup to the original hive I took the split out of, because obviously I want them to finish filling that hive up before September, so they got all of August to get it done. And look at the wasps we got now. The best thing you can give them is, if they want the syrup, let them drown in the feeder. About 7-8 wasps. That's not going to bother anyone now. They wanted syrup. Well, they can have it in that case. Right. I'll find a nice one, and one with a hive next door, so I can show you frame by frame what I'm doing. Check with the queen. I'm sure she's not there. She's not. Oh, this is a triple box. There'll be nothing in the top box, that's only just gone on. I seriously doubt there's anything to take on the top. And he just came down these and doubled up anything that looks strong, basically. And this was strong. Just honey, but I will take that. Let's take the frames out of this. And just double check. The queen isn't there. She's not, and that can go as an end frame. Basically, we're just catching the bees. I might do the same with this one. Looking for the queen. She's not there. And she's not there either. Okay. So we're going to make these nukes stronger now. Normally, I'd leave these as foundation frames. But because we've got so much resource in here, we might as well take them. Basically, it's the bees that I want. Gotta make this nuke strong. Ooh. I'm not letting this Queen's lead up anything up in here. No. No, okay. I'll get 2 out of there. Maybe shrink them down to a box or leave a double on. We'll see. Yeah, I've got these ghost bees coming in here. I don't know if you're picking that up, but they are working the balsam. Right, okay. And we see a little bit of stuff in there now, probably. So I'm actually going to grab another nuke. I'm going to do the 2 of these at the same time. Work the 3 boxes at the same time to save time. Alright, so same again. Take all these frames out. Put these ones on the end. And that's this last frame. We never checked this frame. Yeah, these wasps. If you don't make these strong, they're never going to survive. Right, okay. I might actually take that one, bring it around this way. Right, so I got that one, and I'm working this. Okay. So the 2 frames I put in, I'm not even counting them as frames. Right, okay, not much going on here. I'll put it in for now. That's a nice frame of feed. Put that in the other one. Oh, these bees have been packing in the feed. A little bit of brood there. Just on the, well, on the bottom of the frame top there for you. A little bit of brood there, not a lot. So they're backfill in. That's a bit better. Still a lot of honey. But we have got some brood in there in all stages. Check for the queen. It's a similar frame, still a lot of honey on here, but we're in the brood now though. Plenty of eggs on this one. Way too much honey though for my liking. We'll have to go a bit deeper. Get some better brood frames out. Oh. That's better. That's what we're looking for. A couple of these frames, back to back brood. Okay. It's a nice frame. We're just double checking out that I'm not taking the queen. That's all I'm doing now. Alright, so that one's gone in there. Now while I'm at it, put some of these frames back in. Look at this traffic jam. How much bees there are flying into this box. Like a swarm is here. Now you better finish off quick. Okay. I'm gonna have to leave some brood in here. I'm doing the best I can with the resource I got here, and they're slowing down fast. There's more brood, full of eggs. Be nice to see the queen. If I don't see her, I will double check the nucs again, make sure I haven't picked it up by accident. I'm gonna leave that in the middle. There's the queen on that one. Blue dot. She's there. Good. And we leave that one there. Alright, will there be some brood left here now? There's some brood left. We're going to leave that there. So we're going to leave this box with 3 decent frames of brood, because there's a lot of stores in here. And we need this queen to lay more, encourage her to lay. So we'll close this hive up. Now this frame with the brood, I'm actually going to put that in the other nuke. So let's recap where we're at. A strong nuke there now. A strong nuke. Well, still a really strong hive, but we're going to still double this up. Because there's way too many bees here for one box. You can see there's some brood left on there, on the bottom. I'll centralise this now above where we left the brood frames. Encourage the queen to come up. Give her plenty of drawn frames so she can go up and lay these up. And this will be a really nice recovered strong hive by the end of August. So the bees we got here now, we can actually just shake them on these. There you go. This box we don't need. Ship the bees into there. Oh, the power on this hive. Let's close it up for now, come back and feed this. Take that nuke and that nuke into there. And basically, that's what I'm doing. So if you were to watch me at the start of the season making nukes, I'd literally have just 2 to 3 frames of bees and take them somewhere, feed them, drop a queen in. This time of year now, with the wasp pressure we've got, we can't do it that week anymore. So basically, you've got to take what looks to be like a full-size box. We've got to have decent frames of brood in there, because we want them to hatch out and the brood will actually hold the bees. But we need... almost every frame we put in has to have some level of bees in there to give that nuke some strength. Because if we don't do it this strong now, the wasps will basically ravish and kill them. You know, there's 4 weeks left of the season here in Wales. You know, we got all of August normally and September normally. We're not going to have September this year, I think that's clear. But you know, August is still a good month. The bees are going to be bringing in some nectar, bringing in some pollen. They can still build up as long as we give them the resource to do it. There's a lot less brood in these hives than what I thought. They are definitely shutting down. The hives look like it's end of August, start of September already, I'll be honest with you. Where I was expecting full, you know, brood boxes of slabs of bees and brood. As you can see, it's not the case. The bees are really strong, but they are certainly shrinking in size fast. Now, best if I round this video up. It is 3 o'clock and the Zuzuka lorry is literally going to turn up any minute with feeds. Or Friendly's going to actually bring it here for me. We sent the Arctic there. They're bringing it over on 2 lorries for us. So that's literally going to be at any minute. And when that does turn up, I'm going to lose a bit of time unloading that lorry. And, well, we'll just get back to making more splits. I got 20 to do today. The rain is coming on and off here, but without me filming, I'll get this done a lot faster. Alright, so the message today: if you are making splits, make them strong. Do not make them weak at this time of year. The wasps will kill them. See you in the next video.